No. Yo.
All right, so we are live, guys. Welcome to the 100th episode of Chilling with the NY Warriors. That's right.
Who doubted Biggie's face?
Who doubted us that we were going to be late today? You
know. Shame on them.
That's right, guys.
Shame on them, PX Collector.
Episode 100.
Episode 100. Keep talking. What's wrong with you?
I don't think he heard the roar.
He heard the roar. He heard it.
I didn't hear the roar because I'm not looking at my phone.
Oh. All right, guys. So you know what? I'm gonna just while we wait for everyone to get into the chat, I'm gonna go down the line like I always do and say what's up to everybody. And I'm gonna start with my man Eli, Easy the Game Hunter.
What's happening? What's going on? I'm feeling good. We're gonna have a good show. I've just been on my kick in this room, locked up. I haven't been able to go anywhere. It's actually snowing right now, so like the whole place is like kind of like essential workers type thing only. So, yeah, man, I'm just chilling, relaxing, watching some wrestling. You know, I'm getting that wrestling itch again, so I'm watching a lot of wrestling. That's it.
All right, cool. Then we got Jeff Johnson.
What's up, people? What's going on? We made it, guys. 100 episodes, triple digits. We done it.
Yeah, right. It only took like 2.5 years, right, to do.
Yeah. So hey,
yeah, because
we show
bi-weekly.
Yeah.
If we were doing it weekly, it'll be 200 episodes already. All right. Next, we got Manny and YC in the house.
Yeah, man. I'm right here. Whoever bought books for me on Friday, they're going out tomorrow. And then what else? Yeah, that's it. 100 episodes, man. We come a long way. Come a long way from nothing to something. Because we got a lot of haters out there.
from nothing to nothing.
From nothing to nothing.
All right, next we got Market 316 in the house.
What's up, everybody? Damn, it's only 100. Feels like 1,000, all the times that we talk and everything like that. But it's all good. We're going to have a great show. And we're just going to kick it back and talk some what.
That's right. And then last but not least, we got Joker M21 in the house.
Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Yo, people from who bought from us for the last two auctions should have got them either this weekend or today. So yeah, man. Congratulations again, guys, on the 100 episode, man. And really appreciate being on New York Warrior, man. Thank you for that, man.
All right, cool. So we're just missing 2 more Warriors. We're missing Erod 212. Unfortunately, he can't make it because he's working. And Thoro's not on with us right now. Thoro just had a live stream on his channel, so check that out on the rewind if you guys haven't done it.
Yeah, it was good.
So I am going to be switching to Zoom because when we all get together, especially for the show. Thoro's right here. So let me
I'll back out.
Let me put him in real quick.
Back me up.
So he can say what's up.
Oh, yo, what's going on, family?
Thor in the house.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. I got my little sidekick right here, little boo-boo cakes. She ain't helping out daddy too much. Yeah, I fucked up my shoulder. So I was on here early. I had to sling my arm up.
Yeah, I just told the guys that you just had the show to catch it on the rewind if they didn't see it live.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I gotta switch to Zoom because with the StreamYard, I can't. Like if Erod was able to come tonight, also, there's not enough room.
No doubt.
I put Joker. He said he went to the back room for a little bit.
Nah, I'll be on here, bro. I'm just here to say what's up, man, and showing support for you guys as always. Because I'm gonna go ahead and take care of little mama here, but I'm gonna be watching, man. I'll be on the chat with you guys, but just coming on here to say good luck, man.
I wanted to show you the guy Ray sent the book today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see it.
Let's
put myself on mute because this one talks like a damn canary.
I want to see.
He's giving out shout outs, man.
What he's doing. It's all right. That's that man. He got the camera too. He got Misa next to him too. All right, Thoro. let me open the chat and say what's up to the good people real quick.
A
Give
lot
them
of people
shout
here
out.
today.
Ooh, all right. So who we got in the house? We had Contender first in the house, 100th episode. Thanks, brother. Who else? Who's under him? BXPR Collector, the house, Josiah's Comics and Things, Johnny Dakota, Comically Flawed, John Forelli in the house, The Butcher 105, Mr. Unknown Comics Guy, Boondocks 90 in the house, Gomez Comic Collector, everybody broski. Wolf Blitz in the house. We have Anthony Almost 11 in the house, the Art Chemist, Knights of Old. Who else? J. Raham 78 in the house. Mr. Let is in the house. And Comic Box is in the house. Skeleton Comics in the house. Peanut Arman in the house.
Peanut.
Yeah, we have BB's in the house. Brandon Stawinski, what's up, brother? We have Who Dat Comics and Movies. Universe X, Wilbur 35 in the house. AKA Card Carnage in the house. Retro Times in the house. All right, guys, we got a full chat real quick. So today we're gonna talk about a few things. I do have some unboxings to do that, some stuff I want to open up. We'll do it live, but one of the topics that we're gonna talk about, especially because if you see the title, it says shipping and receiving comics during COVID-19, during the COVID-19 pandemic. So there's a few precautions I think that we all should do when either selling people books, sending and receiving. I have a few thoughts also. I don't know if you guys have anything. Do you guys want to add to it? If you want, I can lead off. One of the things that I tend to do now when
Go for it, man.
So as a seller, it's your responsibility to pack the books up and make sure that, and because you don't know where these boxes come from, you don't know who touches them. And when it comes to comic books, you can't spray them, you can't wipe the comic books down, right? Because you wet in the books, but you can wipe down the bags and you can wipe down the boxes that you put them in. So the biggest misconception is that people think that they want to spray Lysol on everything. When the doctors and the professionals tells you to wash your hands with soap and water kills this bacteria, this virus. So you can take a damp rag that has soap and water on it. I mean, you're not gonna drench it, but you can wipe down the bags and boards of any of the books that you have. You can also wipe down the boxes after you put them in there, before you bring them into the post office. Also, another trick I like to do is when I get boxes from the post office, I wipe them down also. And also, I don't bring them into my house right away too. I let them sit in the hallway for about 30 minutes now, just out of precaution. So so the things could just air out there before I bring them in. Then I wipe them down. I don't spray. I did spray Lysol in the beginning of them, but because of the protocols that my company uses with the soap and water, how they tell you how these things are effective. That's what I use now. So what do you guys think? Have you guys been doing? Any
first off, let me
special
tell you
precaution?
something. I'm gonna go right now. So, right, I'm not. It makes no sense for you to wipe down a package when you're sending it out because it's gonna get going through so many hands, right? So you just send out your package. That's what you do. You pack your books, send it out. Number two, when the books come to me, I got the box. I wipe down the box with a Clorox wipe. And that's it. When the books come out the bags and boards, I take them out the bags and boards because most of the time they're shitty bags and boards. I take them out, throw the bags and boards out, and I go and I wash my hands. And then I handle the books. Because I don't think that stuff is going to be lingering on the books. Maybe on the bag and the board, but
yeah,
I don't think it's going to be
on the back of the board.
Paper.
What if the book is a Mylar that you're not going to change out? What would you do?
I'm going to change the Mylar out.
Exactly, Mason. Exactly.
That's what he said, mommy. And then you go wash your hands. Then after that, you wash your butt too.
No, I agree with Manny. I'm like, when I receive package, I mean, first of all, I wear the gloves when I receive anything from outside, the mail, packages, whatever. But after I open it up and stuff, the box, the packaging, all that stuff get trashed. And just like Manny, I take him out the old backing board, put in some fresh new backing boards, and that's it. Because when you ship stuff out, it goes through too many hands. It goes
Yeah.
from your hand to the post office. God know how many hands it goes through from there. Then it's on the truck, then onto the mailman.
Under their foot.
Exactly.
Just
It's
for
like
everybody to know that I think everybody on the panel and everybody, we don't have. I think we're all good. I mean,
yeah,
so when you get the
we're
books, because the books are in the box, so I don't think it's gonna go through cardboard. So when you get the books from us, I mean, I think you should be okay.
Yeah, we're all good here and everything. The only thing I do is basically I would like get gloves or something.
Okay, I'm talking.
Oh,
Sorry.
You're talking?
no Mason told Manny to talk.
I know. I would just I have gloves and whatever, so I would just open the packages and that's it, and then I wash my hands and that's it. I mean, you can't go too overboard with this stuff. Plus, I know all the postal workers are wearing gloves. Masks are mandatory now for them. So,
now they are, but a week ago they weren't.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't last. By the time it gets to us, it's been like 3 or 4 days.
Hold on.
It's dead.
BX Collector has a good question. He said, if the books are in the box, wouldn't the virus be dead by the time you receive it?
Exactly.
It should.
Not necessarily, because the virus could last for a couple of days. And like Biggs, when me and you ship books to each other, it takes like a day. It's not sitting there for like a week or whatever to get from point A to point B.
All we got to do is just wash our hands when we're done.
I know.
That's it. Just don't touch your balls, don't touch your face, and you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, because it gets in through openings. If you have any cuts in your hands,
right?
Eyes, nose, mouth, ears.
It's kind of like when we go to the grocery store. Well, we put the mask on, we put our gloves on, we go in there, we try not to, we get what we want and leave and come home, unload and wash, and that's it. That's all we can do.
Yeah, man. So you got to wash your ears if you touch your ears. That's what Big said. Big said it goes through your ears.
Don't lick the mylar.
Goes for your rear, but okay.
What do you do, Taro? You do anything different, or do you have anything special that you do?
Pretty much the same thing, bro. The only thing I kind of changed up right now is wearing gloves. It's pointless to wear gloves if you honestly think about it, because you're touching all the surfaces regardless. I see the gloves as being a thing of keeping you from touching your face. That is like a very known thing. When you're rocking gloves, you're less of having that habit of touching your face. Majority of us don't realize it, but there's a really cool video. I talked about it. The guy, because of all this COVID-19 thing, he was using germ powder. He spread it on a teacher's hands while the kids were all walking in there to see how freaking within hours during school time, how easily all germs just transmit from everybody. The powder was everywhere. When he put the blue light, it was all over the classroom. And the teacher was like, "Oh, I'm good. I never touched my face." She looked like 50 dudes had a bukkake all over her. Yeah. Her face was covered in that damn germ powder, and she just never realized how many times and they recorded her. She touched her face approximately like 180 times within the span of 6 hours that she had these kids for school. So it's like, you think about it, it's pointless. I see people going shopping. Just wash your hands. But if you're inclined to touch your face a lot, then, because a lot of people have nervous tics. They have a lot of things that they do. So you're better off, just covering your face with a mask if you have to go out. As far as comics, just wipe it down. I wipe the bags down with Lysol spray. And then that's all, that's all you could do. Let it air dry. Don't put the comic books together, because then you're going to have sticky freaking bags and all that shit. Yeah. But, other than that, just spray them down and you'll be good to go. And
the gloves are more hands. The gloves are more to protect your hands, like if you have cuts, if you
if you have open sores and things like that.
Yeah.
You spraying the comic book paper?
No, the bag. He said
the bags, bro.
No, he said he ain't said the bags.
I ain't say the comic books, bro. I said the bags, man.
I'm gonna have to watch this on rewind. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Stay right
No,
there.
well, we're all up here talking about comic books, and Thorough Boo Boo Cakes there. She up here reading important documents and stuff.
Nah, these are all shipping labels.
You know what? One thing
Everybody
also
sells
that
that
people are
shit.
doing too with the Lysol, the Lysol spray is toxic for you. So when you're spraying toxics, you should be. If you're spraying, I've seen people now spray their whole body with Lysol. I'm like, yo, you're breathing those chemicals in. You know, this Lysol.
Fuck up your skin. It's gonna fuck up your skin, man.
Yeah, you gotta cover your mouth. You know, with a mask if you're gonna spray Lysol, because that smell is that it's a chemical. It's not good to go inside of you. You know, you're not supposed to breathe that in.
It's like when you're using it to clean up a surface area, you got to be like near a window and have some air going through, because if you're in closed area like a bathroom, hello, idiot did that, and all of a sudden, like, damn, I'm almost choking here. If I didn't have the fucking window up, I would have been dead, just trying to clean up shit. But it's meant for one thing, to kill. So you know you can't breathe that shit in. May smell nice, all lemony or whatever fucking flavor you're spraying around in the house, but shit, man, you can't just like put it on your body like it's a fucking lotion. You're gonna irritate the hell out of your skin or do damage to your skin. Then you have no protection and you're gone.
And you're gonna do damage to your lungs with that.
Exactly. You're burning your lungs apart.
You heard it from the two scientists.
No, I'm just know for a fact, Manny.
You're not gonna hurt your lungs unless you use it like every.
If you're inhaling it, not like a cigarette.
Yeah, if you're inhaling it, and if you're using it constantly for the next 20 to 30 years, yeah, you're gonna hurt your lungs.
Because you're the scientist and you know that, right? For 20, 30 years.
Yes, I know this already.
It's toxic. The Lysol spray.
It is toxic, but it's not gonna be toxic to you right away.
People, I know it's not right away, but people are using it now more than they ever have.
Explain to these people this, because we got a lot of retards.
Oh God!
You could tell that this virus is serious because we're up here talking about Lysol.
I know. I thought it would be Lysol.
Did you look on eBay? 3-pack of Lysol, $259.
Yeah, buy it.
Yeah, report them. Fuck them. But anyway, what I normally do is, like, everybody knows when they buy stuff from me, I have your stuff in here, but I also have the mailer. This is all sealed up. I put some Lysol or wipes on here, and then I put it in the thing. So you get it, it's clean. So that's what I do. That just eliminates the freaking headache of everybody wiping down everything. Because I know I ain't sick. I haven't dropped dead yet, so I'm good.
And on next week's episode, we're going to show you how to mop your house.
There we go.
Yeah. So, Jeff, you want to bring up the next subject because you wrote it in the chat, so you should bring it up.
Yeah. Since we're talking about this whole virus and the corona stuff, and we all know the current situation with comics, they are not printing any more comics, and Diamond is shut down for now. So
they can't see anything.
I was just thinking, once everything goes back to normal and they start producing comic books again, it should be a new age should be started. We had the golden age, we had the silver age, we had the bronze, copper, modern. So I'm just thinking, if once the comic books start being produced again, what age should it be? Should we call like the Corona age, the new age, the diamond age? So
the
what do y'all guys think about that?
Post-COVID age. I don't know. I guess modern is always modern because we're always up to the modern times. Because we live in the present.
Yeah, but modern. Okay, I had a chart on one of my monitors. It's like modern age started in 1985. We're already in 2020. So we got a book from 1985. It's 2020. You still go like, oh, well, this is a modern book. It seemed kind of, it don't match. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
I don't think calling it the Corona age is going to be good because remember, there's a lot of people are passing away from it. I don't think you should call it. I don't think you associate anything with it right now. Just say.
I'm just saying, what would we call it? Should we call it like the new age, the neo age?
I would just leave it alone. It's a friggin' comic and move along. Let's not get too technical with this. Come on. I mean, you know what? You know who's going to decide on it? The whoever does these guides and whatever like that. You know, they're going to come
You
up.
know what they're selling right now?
They'll figure
On
it
this what's that CE website, collectors, I don't remember what the hell they're called, but they're selling a bundle. They're selling the 2 books with that character, that Spider-Man book, the Spectacular book. It's selling for $30. The freaking Corona, the first appearance.
That book is bullshit.
That freaking one-off character they never used again.
He says ages are signed retroactively. Gomez said the Platinum Age. BXPR collectors said post-apocalypse age. Archemist said the Millennial Age.
The Millennial Age is not bad. I was thinking like the Diamond Age.
If the White Gloves said the White Gloves Age.
Because everything's kept in a vault and called rare, like diamonds.
Keem Golden State said Johnson be smoking that Chiva.
You know what? He does be hating.
Oh my god.
Seriously. Michael Manapucci said modern age has to do with the technology that wasn't available prior to 1985. And Boondock said Platinum Age is pre-World War One.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Platinum Age.
Ignorant Age.
So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there because fine, we could call like now modern, but what would be the old modern age? Like what would we call the books in 80 from 85 in the 90s and early 2000?
The dude 85 to 95 should be labeled the crash. 95 to 05
the balloon age
should return. And from 05 to 15, the variant age. Sure. I like that. I like the variant age. That makes sense.
Variant age.
Well, no, you can't call it the Copper Age King of the Golden State because the Copper Age is from 1984 to 1991. And then they got the Modern Age from 85. They overlap. Modern and Copper Age, they overlap each other. So you can't go with the modern Copper Age.
Modern is just a general term. It's just everything from like 85 on. Like there's no really.
Yeah, modern is like a current term, like for the current time.
Rubber age. Flash page.
What he said?
He said
the rubber age.
Yeah, you know, I think I'll be honest. I think that those ages like Golden Age, so those were labeled that way because that's when comics kind of like hit the mainstream. They began, so they're labeled at those times because there was significant like change in
I agree
American culture when it comes to comics. So those eras are labeled to certain
I agree with you. But look at everything that's happened now.
The only thing I think that the comics are doing now that has changed the way things are, it's the movies. It's the movies and the pricing on these older books. So
I was thinking about that too, calling it the cinema age.
Yeah, so we are like
in the social media age.
Yeah, we are in a social media age of comics where people can share the collections with everybody, just like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and the movies are affecting the value of these books. So there could be an overall name for that type of age, I think.
The fucked up age. Just fucking buy the book that you like. Jesus Christ, who cares? Jesus, fuck. Unbelievable. Just buy what you like. You like the show? Buy the book. Whatever. Who cares what Joe Bag of Donuts says on some site? Oh, this is going to be a hot book, like what Eli just said.
Yeah, Rebel Comics Game, he said the cyber age.
Yeah,
that's true.
Don't even buy that book.
Comics, especially, since comics are digital, I think that was the next major thing besides variants. What the Doom said, the next evolution in comics was the digital comics. So that kind of makes sense. The cyber age of comics. Yeah,
but you know what? A lot of people just like to have that suck in the hand. I understand.
No, they do. I know that, but I'm just saying that. You mean old people like to have that thing in their hand? The young people like to read it on their tablets and all that.
I don't know if people my age even read comics. To be honest with you,
they don't. Most of them don't. And if
they don't read it in any.
They like the pretty pictures on the cover. They don't open the damn book, right, King?
They like to read it. My son is 9 years old, and he likes to. He has a few comics on his tablet, and that's how he likes it. He rather it like that than having he don't want to deal with holding a bunch of books and stuff like that. He was like, "Can you put this Godzilla on here so I can read it better? You know, you could zoom in, you could do they like it better. They don't really care about it when it comes to value. That's only us old men that like that, you know."
Oh shit!
The Carol Baskin age.
It's all her fault. Diamond clothes.
Winner. That's it. The Carol Baskin age. Exactly. Period. Mic drop. That's it.
But that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, Rebel Comics said, "Hello, we are the old school collector." Exactly. We want our hands. We want our hands on it. He sold over 56 copies digitally, so it certainly is a thing. Yeah, definitely. Digital comics is a thing, you know, and I agree with that. I kind of agree, like a cyber age or type of digital age of comics.
Oh yeah, there's no denying.
It makes a lot of sense. And I do believe a variant age too, because you know, definitely variants were a boom. You know, like 2015 to current.
Yeah,
they're just flooding.
What do you think, Thorough?
Dude, I don't even know what name to give it, bro, because it's like they're like freaking eventually just gonna run out of names. I mean, what other name are you gonna, you know? They could be like, oh, this is the Quartz era, the freaking Jade era, whatever the hell they want to call it. I mean, they can come up with whatever. And you know, but one of the things that I was listening to people were talking about, you might as well name it Diamond, since Diamond is the main publisher and then the biggest distributor right now, the only distributor. But one of the things too is, guys, just remember, Diamond clearly announced that they're not going to be doing nothing until August, and that's dependent on if stuff is going to go back to normal. Because you know, normalcy.
Boo Boo Case can't believe it.
That's right. And there's actually some comic book companies that are parting ways with Diamond. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
I heard about it. Althea Comics.
Yeah, Athena Comics is one of the first to announce that they're no longer going to be doing business with Diamond. That they're actually going to be printing and distributing everything themselves. So you might see, because of all this, a new era begin where a lot of these comic book companies are going to be going away from Diamond, and they're going to be printing freaking through separate, you know, printing companies or themselves. I know DC was getting backlash because they were asking about going on there, you know, and pretty much going to a different publishing company, a different printing company to continue distributing comics. And they were getting backlash of it because they were like, do you not care about the people, you know, with the COVID-19 going on right now and all that? So they had like tremendous backlash. So they kind of killed that. And then the same thing with their digital copies of books. They pretty much sat on that, and they were like, all right, well, we can't distribute this because people want their actual physical copies. My whole thing was they could have came up with a good idea, and I know I've talked about it with several guys, is they could have given us all digital copies, and as soon as everything's back to normal, you could have gone to your LCS and shown your proof of purchase of your digital copy, and they can actually give you a physical copy. So that way,
one of the plans. I know they were working on some, but then they, like, not even a day later, they kind of went back on it, and they were like, yeah, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah, because if you got your pull list, you like with my LCS, I have a pull list, and when I come get my books, I get 10% off because I got a pull list. You can't do that if you're doing digital.
Yeah.
So real quick, guys, I want to give a shout out to Thino73. He's on our Facebook, on IG, and all that. But it's first time he's chatting on the chat, but he's a long time viewer.
Oh yeah, we see him like at Midtown.
Yeah.
At the
So he has a question. He's a long time fan, and this is kind of what we're discussing. What are your guys' opinion on Diamond being the only major comic distributor? You know, the only you know, I don't think it's right, but the problem is it's going to make it harder for LCSs when they have to order from different publishers. You know, different. It makes it more difficult, and especially if the other companies decide to change things up a little differently. So now you have like a store owner ordering from different locations for different books.
It's not going to work, and I'm going to tell you why.
It didn't work before. I know they had that
before because I worked for Heroes World Comics. We were the main distributor of Marvel Comics when they broke away from Diamond, and look how bad that went. It's never going to happen. I don't see it happening. Yes, that little publisher, that would be nice because then that's smart marketing in my view. But you bring up the whole, well, what if they send books and someone gets sick and all this other getting everybody all worried and whatever like that. But to me, that's smart marketing. No one's sending any books. Well, let our characters come out because everybody wants to read something. They're but it's not going to work. The different distributors, Diamond is Diamond. And unless somebody comes up with a better plan and a better pricing plan, that's the only way they're going to beat them. But they're not going to, because they tried and it failed, and they all went, well, we're never doing that again. And that was it. It almost killed Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Homegirl Statue Mania. She got a dope ass channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, she got a hell of a collection of statues. And she was making a good point because she was talking about how, like, you don't see kids reading that often. I know Eli was talking about it. And you actually think about that, man. And that can be the end of comic books, period. Because if we're the only ones buying, and you're talking about us being in the, in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, and as we age, and that just starts to fade around, who are the customers that these comic book shops are going to have? Right. I made a good example of one of my wife's cousins from Connecticut. My daughter's doing a random pull over here. But he said it. He's like, hey, I'll go watch your channel as long as you're reading the comics to me. And when I heard that, I was like, that literally like clicked something off, and I was just like, damn. I was like, these kids are gonna be the ones where I'm telling you, you're gonna see comic books where with the likes of Kevin Conroy, because he did a dope ass thing on Instagram, a live reading of Batman the Animated Series. And I would not be surprised if at some point you're gonna start hearing comic books and listening to them instead of reading them.
DC did that a little bit. They turned some of their books into like audio books with sound effects and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised, though.
Yeah, they do that with books now. John's Comics for Kids. He does it with Harry Potter. He reads it live on YouTube.
They got the Star Wars books. They have all the sound effects and everything. The audio books.
They have the Star Wars books like that. The Star Trek ones.
It's gonna be tough now, man.
I think to me, it's just who wants to pay $3, $4, $5 for a comic book. Like, if you're, as a kid, when I was a kid, comic books were like $2. Y'all, comic books were $1. You could go to the store, get you a sandwich, and buy a comic book. My generation, we couldn't do that. Like, it was like 1 or 2 comic books on a lucky day. And, or if I found them in the dollar bins, that's why I always grew up on more the back issue stuff, like the stuff from the 90s, because that stuff was everywhere in the quarter.
What's going on, Joe Croce?
So I grew up on the older stuff. I didn't pick up really modern stuff until like 2008. I was, around middle school, high school. That's when I was buying my own stuff. But nobody wants to buy, when they see Wolverine #1 on the stands and the cover price is $8, who's gonna buy that for their kid? Like, that's $8. Like, $8 can buy you way more than a comic book, just for one comic book. That's why a lot of people now I know gravitate more towards trade paperbacks, or they read manga, because it's like $10, $12. Okay, you get like 9, 10. You're getting a full book there. You're getting a couple chapters, so it's more worth the money. So will comic books start going more towards that, or are they going to keep doing single issues? Because comic book companies, they make shit off single issues. I'll tell you that right now. Like, printing, inking, paying the artist, all that's too much of an expense. Like, for them to be selling how much they break it even. When they sell those #1 issues for like $8, they barely break it.
So Johnny Dakota has a question. He said, do you guys think the price of new books could go down from $3.99 to from $3.99, $4.99 down to maybe $2.99 or lower?
That's hard to say because, like I said, printing cost, inking, all that and stuff.
Nah, you know what? Tell you the truth, I don't think so. I think just the opposite. I think because of what's going on now, DC tried to do it. They did it for a little while, and then they
did it over for a year.
They on a download, so they went back up.
Well, shit went back up. That's
they only did it to their regular print. They only did it to their regular print book, but books like DK3 and All Star Batman that was coming out at the same time, they were still, that $3.99.
$3.99.
Yeah.
They were a card stock.
$1.
But now,
$1 more.
but now they got to make up for all this loss, man. I mean, nope, books are not digital. Books are not being printed out. They gotta get this money back. So I wouldn't be surprised if the books do go up.
What's gonna happen now? Like, because you got story arc like Dawn of X is still going on. We're still in the middle of the Dawn of X storyline. So what's gonna happen? Are they gonna release every issue that was supposed to come out up until that point on like that Wednesday? Like, what are they gonna do now? Because you're at the point where we're like 4 or 5 issues behind maybe on certain storylines.
Yeah, but the thing was, a lot of that stuff wasn't printed, bro. They stopped. Diamond stopped printing. Period. To prevent that from happening, because then you would have an overload, and then once you get that overload of freaking comic books, you're gonna be at the point where the LCSs are gonna be like, shit, I can't even sell, and then they're gonna still try to keep. Yeah, that'd be the best move Diamond did, was to freaking shut down. Whether people understand it or not, I get it. People want the comics, but they did it for the best of intentions.
Yeah,
they know that business runs for them.
When they start up again, they're going to go with the week that they stopped.
Yeah,
the number that continue on forward.
Exactly.
We're going to wait a little bit longer for that book to come out, but it will come out. But
like, if, for example, if the shutdown ended at issue 60, when everything comes back on, the next issue that we're going to get is 61.
Right,
and the stores are only going to have to order just that one issue of 60. Well,
or if they already have their book
issue
already, that's what a lot of them are telling me. They're worried about being charged for books that they're not going to be receiving, and they don't know when they're going to receive, because they put it in way in advance.
Right, you got to put in 2 to 3 months in advance.
So that's the whole thing. Are they still going to get charged and everything? And far as what I heard before everything got shut down from one of the comic owners, they said they weren't going to get charged until they.
I like what Statue Mania does. I feel the same way now. I like reading digital, but love collecting key issues and slabbing them. There's nothing like having a print copy in hand to appreciate. And I also like reading in collected hardcover editions. I love buying hardcovers.
Yeah, man, I don't like soft cover. Like, if I have the only choice, then I'm gonna buy a soft cover. But if there's a hardcover, I'm going for the hardcover all day. Because
I love the hardcover ones because you can put autographs in them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, King of the Golden State. He said, "Who would have thought the 100th episode would be about this?"
Well, we went to comics. We finally got the comics after we got to the cleaning tips by the Warriors. We're getting there.
Yeah.
You let me know when your 100th episode is going to be about King of the Golden State.
Yeah, it ain't about him.
All I'm really worried about now is, like, what's this going to do to stores now? Because a lot of stores, they rely on the new stuff to bring in. That's
the big $1 million question. What are they? Are these bailouts going to help them?
Is
Can they survive?
even going to have anything to come back to? Like, if all these stores closed and like, oh, we're open again, and like, sorry, our stores are closed. We can't.
Some of them are still trying to do sales and do like online, and you can pick up your books either curbside. These are the ones out by me, or the mail. Kind of like with or Instagram, like what TNT Comics did. They had that big sale and whatever like that. They just mailed it to it. So if they got a lot of backstock, that's what they should be doing right now, instead of just waiting to be opened again.
There was a good article, man. I forgot where I read it, but there was a comic book shop owner that was encouraging other LCSs to start running claim sales on via Instagram and doing all that stuff that you see a lot of these comic book shops doing. The reason why is because there are a lot of comic book shops that just went under, and they've had to close their doors down because not even this stimulus package or whatever it is that they're doing to save businesses is going to save them. They're not pushing any product out. So right now you're seeing a lot of these comic book shops just losing their minds because they have to shut down. And the best thing, I thought that was a great piece of advice, was go on Instagram. I'm seeing Torpedo Comics. I'm seeing all these other different comics.
Royals.
Zap Comics.
Yeah, Zap.
I bought a couple of things from them.
Speaking of Zaps, I just bought a book from Zaps. I got it here. I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up.
And shout out to those guys for taking that initiative, because they need it. They need to make the funds, do whatever possible right now, to be able to keep themselves afloat, or else that's all that's gonna happen is they're just gonna go under.
Yeah,
And
now
it's going to be the death of comic book shops.
they got to move their back issues. Now's the time to move their back issues.
Yeah, don't be stingy on the prices. Get a profit, but
Listen,
don't get that over profit.
And so far, the stores that have gone like on Instagram, like Zaps, they've been very reasonable with their prices. Torpedo, it was hard. I was trying to get something out of there. It's a madhouse going in that live stream trying to win anything.
Yeah, the claim sales work a bit better because it's just book is up. This is it.
Just claim it, right? I like it.
When you're in the live stream, if
it's terrible.
there's too many people, you're not gonna see, who it is, because eventually you're gonna lose the chat. So it's better to just do
the claim sales are the better ones because you don't have to fight to get in. You like the book, put a claim on it. If not, that 2 seconds that you just spent contemplating, it could be gone already. And
there's been claim sales that do put something up. As soon as it goes up, it's already claimed.
So, depending on what he's putting up and depending how popular to do and reliable he is. There's a lot of I do a lot more buying of comics on IG than I do with eBay now because 1, I trust them on there. 2, they got good feedback. And 3, we all know them. So it all works out. We know we're going to get the book that we actually claimed and everything's going to be fine on shipping and whatever and how it's handled. We don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Yes, wow.
Exactly.
You don't want to show her original art right now because she's mad. But no, one thing that I saw in the chat, I forgot who it was. My apologies. Wilbur35. He made a good point. A lot of these comic book shops survive on gaming, and you can't have that no more because they were charging for people to attend tables to do all these different things to game. And it is true, yeah. And that's what a lot of these comic book shops they don't live off of just comic books. They have to survive off of gaming. That is like one key asset to a lot of LCSs right now is having that gaming and that they no longer have. So that's a great point, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So real quick, I don't mean to change the subject, but I believe it was Comics and Culture had asked me this like a week ago. He wanted to know how we started because I think if I'm not mistaken, he was going back into the channel and looking at the older videos and stuff like that.
So he wants the origin stories.
I think I mentioned to him that I would say it on our next live stream. I'll mention it real quick. So back in
it was a cold
back in 2015. Like I had my own channel. I had my channel. It was called Biggie's Comics, which is this channel. I just renamed it. And Jeff had his own channel, which is Jeff Johnson. Manny had his Manny NYC. So we all had our individual channels, and we was posting comic hauls. And then shout out to Gene Paul Ace Peter GPAP. He was doing like off-air hangouts through Google Hangouts, and he would he would comment on our videos, and we would talk back and forth. And then he would send invites to an off-air so that we can talk off air and meet each other, on a personal level besides just comment sections on YouTube. So we started doing the off airs and as a matter of fact, also Comic Fanatics, Ray Jr. and Marty started the first live stream for us, and that was the first time we went live on a show, and it was all of us individually on the show as that. And then at the same time, Gene Paul X Peter was doing the off airs. So we used to, on the weekends, we would get the invite from Sean and we would hang out at night off air. And we did it for about a year, right? And then we had a convention coming up, and it was the Big Apple Con in New York. And you see the date on there, established 3/5/16. That was the date of that convention. And the movie cast of the Warriors were going to be there. So we were going to see them. We were going to get their autographs or whatever. And that night, a couple of nights before the convention, we was on the off air, me, Manny, Marky, we was on the off air, Jeff, and Gene Paul Ace Peter, we got the email that they canceled. So they weren't going, and we were like, oh man, they canceled. That's messed up. And then GPAP said, it's all right that the Warriors canceled because I know my New York Warriors are gonna be over there. And as soon as he said the word New York Warriors, that thing, it clicked in my head, and I was like, yo, Sean, we running with that. That's right. That's it. it's no turning back. We're New York Warriors. That's it. It's over. You know, and from that point, that's the first time that me, Jeff, Marky, Erod, and Manny, and Carlos,
Right.
we met up that morning and we hung out the entire day.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and Eddie the comic guy.
Yes.
And there was 7 of us, and we met up that day. And from that day forward, we just been friends nonstop.
Right.
So
before that, we were always trading books with each other.
Yeah.
Because during the shows and everything, we would mention something on the side. Hey, Mark, you were looking at that. Jeff, you were looking for that. And so we were like, hey, everybody, let's just go to Big Apple, like you said, and that was just great how that all planned out.
Yeah, so that's the origin story, and then we didn't have a new member for a long time until Mike was at New York Comic Con. Michael was always a fan of the channel. He always commented. He bought books on our auction. He was in our live chats. He used to comment on the videos. We knew him as just Mike Martinez or Joker M21 because we had him. He was also friends on Facebook with us too. So we had his real name and we had the YouTube name.
Yeah.
And Manny met him right at New York Comic Con like a few years ago.
It was the first time I saw y'all. First time I met one of y'all was Manny. It was at Big Apple Con when Jim Lee was there doing the signatures.
Oh yeah.
He was there.
Yes.
And I saw y'all online. Y'all were ahead of me when we was outside in the brick ass cold. And I don't know if you remember that. But yeah,
I remember that. No, I remember that. Yeah.
So we was outside or whatever, and then we ended up going inside, and then I went for the Jim Lee line, and I was ahead of y'all. I guess somehow, some way, I was ahead of y'all. I was in the front of the line, and I saw Manny, and I saw this, I was like, yo, dude, you on YouTube, right? Manny, I want to see you. Like, yeah. It was kind of like, you know how Manny is, like, who you? You know what I mean?
So, oh, you buddy? Oh, you?
Yeah. I was with my son, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm here with my son, about to see Jim Lee, whatever. And I'm about to get my book signed. This book, and I showed him the book. And he was like, you slapping that? Because he was working with CBCS.
Yes.
And I was like, I wasn't thinking about it, but now I am. And then he told me y'all guys were on the back of the line, way back in the line. So and then I was like, all right, forget it, fuck it. I'll grade it. So and then he waited for me. He made like 15 people wait because he had 15 people. I think it was 10 people with him grading and whatever. He made them wait till I got my signature, and then he took me to go get my shit slabbed. So I was indebted. I was like, damn, man, that was what's up, man. He didn't have to do that. So and then that was the last time I saw him. Then the next time I saw him again was in New York Comic Con, and my man Manny was there. I think I saw Erod too. Erod was there, and then what happened there?
No, look at that. Joker 68. Joker 68.
So Johnny Dakota, we're not all from the same part of New York.
Nope.
I live in Staten Island. I'm from Brooklyn, but I live in Staten Island. Mike is in the Bronx. Jeff is in Hoaxie.
In the Bronx.
He's in the Bronx. Mike,
I'm in the north part of the Bronx.
Marky's in Long Island, and Manny's in Queens right now. So that's how. And Eli was in Brooklyn. Well, Eli's not in Brooklyn right now. He's away in the
and
thing.
Thorough from Queens.
And Thorough's originally from Queens. So how Thorough got we brought we asked Thorough to join us. Thorough also was on the channel, like he used to always be on our chat, always be on our auction, and I saw what he was buying, and I knew he had a massive collection. And then I used to message him on there, be like, "Yo, you got to show your books. You got to make a video, bro. You gotta we got to see what you got." And I could just tell that he was on the same vibe as we were, And then
we remember when we met at East Coast Comic Con.
Yeah, we met at East Coast Comic Con. Yeah,
and we all just clicked from there.
Yeah,
definitely. It was all great.
And then when I saw, when Thorough finally made a channel and he finally showed himself, and it just from there it ran with it. We started talking and we became friends, and Thorough shared a lot of the same opinions that we have, and I felt like he was very compatible to the way we think and all that. And we talked, and I asked if he wanted to just, we're not if he just wanted to be part of what we do, and of course he accepted, and I'm thrilled and honored to have Thorough.
And all you bastards that was talking about that I got raped in. Now you suckers. I didn't.
He had the same background with a lot of people in the group, with Erod, with with us, and it was the same thing. We've gone to the same stores and the same stuff, and it just clicked that way, And me and the guys, we're in different part of New York, different boroughs, but we meet up. Before COVID-19, we would meet up like once a month or once every month and a half. We would go to meet up at a certain LCS, and then we would go to have lunch together. We would chill out for the day. You saw all the videos I used to do with Manny and Carlos and Mike and Jeff, and we used to do that like on a regular for like 3 years straight, man. We were doing that thing. We were
those are great. Those
are and the way you guys get jumped in with the New York Warriors is they beat you with long boxes.
Yep.
Wobbles. You're right. Marky used to have a show on his channel called Shooting the Shit with Marky.
Yep.
Yeah. That's when he had those CTC rants and all that back in the day.
Well, no, I did actually. If you look at those shows, they're still on my channel, by the way. A lot of them weren't the rants. A lot of them were just certain subjects or whatever. And then the rants ones, those are gone. Sorry, guys. I had enough of people going butthurt on my fucking words, and I said, "Fuck it." I said, "What?"
You know what? I think my favorite Marky video is when he tried to do the Batman.
Oh God!
Superman.
Oh man, that was bad. It was so bad. It was so bad that YouTube even took it off before he even had a chance to delete it. That's how bad that video was, because I was trying to do, because people were like watching a movie and getting your reactions towards it. So I tried to get creative, because you can't show the movie. I had my superpowered action figures, and I would try to choreograph the fucking fights. But since the sound and everything was coming through, and it looked fucking retarded as I did it, so I said, "All right, I'm going to delete this." I didn't even get a chance. They said this video is copyright; it's already been terminated. I didn't even have a fucking chance.
Had the figure. You got terminated.
No, it was horrible. That was the worst thing. I will never do that again. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically our origin story, guys.
You can't even play with toys on YouTube.
No, it was bad, dude. I was like, God damn, that was bad. Only 5 people were watching. I'm
gonna yo, what you got there, Biggs? What's that?
All right, so because it's getting late, I got a few things. So when Thorough went live earlier today was about the guy Ray, right? The dirtiness that dude did with the boxes and all that, books and having misleading, thinking that you're gonna get some nice Silver Age books and some, and it was all crappy. So I was on that auction also. I mean, I wasn't on the auction, but I bid on the book also. I bought a Shazam #1 for him. Now I do have a Shazam #1 already. It's right here in one of my boxes.
I'm gonna get going, brother. Your wife need help, man.
No, yeah, you've been on, man. You did your show,
man.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Mad love to everybody in the chat here. Man, Saturday though, don't miss out. Come and get yourself some great deals, man. Some honest deals on Saturday. Also Tuesday tomorrow, New York Warriors. Yeah, these are the places to be, man. I'll leave.
You gonna be on with us tomorrow night?
Yeah, no doubt. Unless something comes up, unless wifey needs some help. But yeah, definitely. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Love Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, guys. Keep It Thorough Comics channel. So that'll be easy. Be safe, everybody. Stay healthy.
Giving you the yurt.
Hey,
so I'm gonna hit him with that, because I know Doom be hitting us with that all the time. But all right, man, love everybody. Peace out.
All right, later, man.
Later.
So he put out Shazam #1, and he was saying that it was high grade. I think the grade they were saying maybe 9294. But I kind of was looking at the pictures, and I was thinking maybe 9.0. Like I said, I think it was like a 9.0. So I bid up to what I thought, I would pay for a raw 9.0. And I ended up winning the book.
Nice.
But now that I know his grading suspect, but I figured I'm just hoping it's in better condition than mine. Mine is in good condition. Mine is probably like about an 8.0, 8.5.
Oh, you didn't grade it yet? I thought you graded that one.
Which one? No, I never graded. I have it raw.
I know I graded mine. Who else graded theirs? Was it? Oh, I'm getting confused with Ray's because I know.
I think Ray Jr.
Yeah, because there's a funny story since when you opened that. Me, E, and Ray were both fighting for Shazam on eBay. We were both bidding each other up. I eventually won the damn thing, and then out I was bidding against E and I was bidding against Ray.
It was for Shazam #1, signed by CC Beck.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got that.
If you guys don't know, CC Beck is the creator of Shazam.
Right.
All the way from Fawcett Comics.
Artist
and he also did the artwork for when he went over when DC bought the rights to Fawcett Comics.
Right. So I graded and pressed it, and it came back an 8.5 with a
so this is how it came.
Look, Marky, your weakness, blue tape.
No,
a lot of blue tape.
Marky's kryptonite.
I mean, it's a lot
Marky's
of
kryptonite.
It's okay. It's between cardboard, so it should be safe in there.
Oh, Roman Curtis said, "Let's all pray before Big E's open the package."
Oh.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. That's it. That's.
Well, I washed my hands right before I came on here.
Fine, dude. You know what? You know what? I'm not trying to scare anybody. I think the sucker's airborne. I really do. It just makes it. Come on. I mean, everybody getting all infected at once. You can't tell me someone's touching a fucking seat or a countertop. Come on.
You know, it's funny. Remind me of that old Rocko's Modern Life cartoon in the comic store. Turn the page, wash your hands. Turn the page, wash your hands.
Yo, dude, some old brainy dude that sold the book that's been sold the mystery box to Thorough. That's who it is, man.
Yeah.
What's his name on YouTube?
We don't have a YouTube. We don't have nothing. It just goes by Ray.
Yeah, not Ray Jr. Guys.
Not Ray Jr.
Ray Jr. is going to be joining us tomorrow. Ray Jr., one half of the comic book fan, is going to be joining us on the auction tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
And whatever he puts up, I'm probably going to bid on it.
True. Ray don't play.
That's your superior, Eli.
That's right.
That's right. You got to salute him.
I got to call at these when he comes in the room.
He just said drop and give him 20, man. He said drop, give him 20, bro.
Oh, oh shit.
Oh man.
I think I'm supposed to take a PT test for.
I don't know.
All this crap happened.
Yeah. True. We still, obviously we all still don't know how long and what's going on and all this other stuff. I hope everybody out there is being safe and everybody okay, and do the best we can. That's all we can do.
Yeah, sorry guys, I went to go get some gloves real quick.
No, there you go. Yeah, you having problems there? I thought blue tape was your friend. What's going on?
No, it's just because I want to get into the bag and the board, but I want to take it out.
Oh, okay.
So,
and then when he's done, he's going to turn his head and cough.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right.
You should do the Three Amigos cough.
All right. So Shazam #1, they have it written here, mint. So far, so good, man. It looks pretty.
Why don't you go do the close up on yourself? So you got
take that in the bottom off for man.
I think we can all read. There you go. That's
take that pen off. Take that pen off.
He said, "Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm all rookie.
I gotta look over my screen.
All right.
Nobody can see.
So this is the book. Let's see. Take off that tape because
tape is the killer.
I don't want no. Look at that. See, the tape is.
It's one of those.
Oh, it's that old tape. It's
old tape.
Oh, that crusty tape. Ew.
That tape has been on there for a while.
Yeah.
Johnny Dakota had a question. Anybody gonna do the George Perez signing?
Actually, James had that question first. Perez, I'm not doing it.
No, I have already enough of his signature.
I got enough. I think East Coast Comic Con, I got almost everything I needed to get signed by him, and I
would like to,
right,
but given the circumstances, I can't.
All right, so the condition, it has a couple of spine ticks on it.
Mm.
How many?
Your word.
It
That's
has
the question.
1, 2, 3.
Might be a
1,
nine.
2, 3, 4.
It's not mint.
Not mint.
Once you hit 4 ticks,
Fuck was that? Something right.
Oh yeah, and look at that. Yeah, that needs to be pressed.
yeah, that spine is cursed on the curl.
Yo, Biggs. Again, how much you drop for this book?
70.
Okay.
Man,
No, yeah, I didn't.
That's
I still think it probably, and it has some dirt in the back right here. You see?
easily get cleaned off by Erod. You know that.
Yeah,
yeah.
it does. It does need a press and a cleaning.
Right.
I would say it'll probably get a 9.0.
I'm thinking you either 9 or worst case scenario, you get the 8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Yeah.
8.5, 9.0, but because the way this condition is now, so my decision for this is I was gonna sell my copy, but now my copy looks
Keep 'em.
equal to this one.
You got 2 copies of it? I would keep them.
Well, this will be my second copy. So
I
now
would hold on to them both.
my decision is that I'm gonna grade both of them.
There you go.
I think it's worth me grading both of them.
Well, CBCS has got that deal going on right now, so you know.
Yeah, well, nah, I don't have enough time for that deal because it's up. You got to get it by the 15th, and I would have to get these 2 books pressed by Erod.
Just going to a post office right now is a fiasco, for Christ's sake. Give me a break.
So you can't take. I would have not, if I was selling this book, I wouldn't tell people it's mint. I would give it a grade of an 8.0 the way it is.
Minus.
If I was gonna sell this book, I would say it's an 8.0.
What would that be, like a fine? Fine.
That's very fine.
Very fine.
Very fine.
Very fine is 8.0.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, but like I said, I paid $70. If it grades out like an 8.5 after pressing, then it's good. It's a good buy. That's why I give myself a limit of what I would spend on the book. I try not to get overwhelmed in the bidding. Sometimes I do. Like the one that was trying to win that book from Thorough, the 361 and the 911 cover, I went all the way up to 200, and that was more than I internally would have paid. But I got caught up in the moment, and I was like, "Fuck it." All right, so let me just finish opening up all these guys. All right, y'all want to see some stuff, right?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Zoom up on yourself.
So this is I'm not gonna zoom up while I'm opening the box. Once I get it out.
People
so this
want to see the box.
What's that?
Yeah, so this
in the box.
What's in the box? A pretty little head.
Yeah, every time I hear what's in the box,
in
I think of Discovery Bay. What's in the box already? What's in the box already?
I just told you. I love that movie. 7. What a fucking phenomenal film. Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
So this is from Comically Flawed.
Okay.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? I'm comically flawed.
You already said what?
I know. Yo, he was on the chat earlier, man. What's up? Where you at? Where you at, Adam?
Adam, all right, come back.
Adam's not hanging out no more. He ran out of bourbon, remember?
Oh shit.
Damn.
Damn, I didn't think we were gonna go there.
But he's been having to work now early. They checking up on him in the morning, so he got to make sure he's in. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he got to go to bed early so he can wake up early.
Because now they like calling him like you on, or
Up there he goes. What's up, Adam?
Oh, he was lurking.
He was lurking. He was lurking.
He heard his name. He came on the chat.
Yo, fuck, man. You gotta say his name like Beetlejuice and shit, your peers and shit, right?
Adam.
Fucking guy there.
Damn, Adam's just crazy.
Fucking ears was ringing.
Crazy fucking. Look at this shit.
Oh shit.
He said I'm gonna laugh at the way he packed it. Jesus Christ.
Makes you working for him. Work for him.
Too much. But you know what? I appreciate that because this wasn't cheap.
No, there you go. So there's a reason for the madness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, madness.
Oh, stop her doing.
What you know about tortas, Roman Curtis? You know nothing about tortas, yo.
I know I haven't had one in a long ass time.
Christ. Comically flawed. Adam, get you now. Wait till I send you that book.
You'll have it in a box, in another box, and
Yo,
another box, and another box.
Wouldn't you want it to be
like the
safe?
Russian dolls and shit.
Exactly.
I'd
Like
rather have
packing.
my book wrapped up tight instead of being.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is not a book.
Oh, what is it?
This is an original art piece.
Oh, there you go.
Cleaning supplies. Shit, I'll take that.
You know when you
It's
don't
a
want.
bottle. It's a bottle of Mr. Clean, signed by Mr. Clean himself. Yellow label.
Yo, Javi, Javi, tortas is everywhere, man. Mexicans are everywhere, so tortas is everywhere.
Yeah, tortas Mexican sandwich.
Yeah. Like a Russian doll. Yeah, I said that.
Damn, I want a torta. Damn, I gotta find where they make some vegan ones.
These are Queens, Big E spot. Nah, Biggs is not from Queens. He's from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn, yeah.
You can't get no pizza
Queens-
out here.
Queens
Can't
is
get no
Manny.
burgers over here.
Manny.
I'm hungry.
All right. Sorry, guys. That blue is this tape. All right, so this is what I picked up.
Oh, damn.
Oh, nice.
Dark side, nice, very nice.
So that's the original
I said
sketch.
Doomsday, I'm a retard.
Damn,
This is
son.
from Philip Tan.
Nice.
That's almost looked like the sketch Manny had on his book.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, he sold his Dark Side too. Oh man, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, but this is
That is.
a Philip Tan original piece. This is freaking very detailed, man.
Nice.
Up 10.
Dark side it is.
Frame it, put it on the wall.
Yeah, definitely. I have a frame for it already.
Very cool.
So shout out to Comically Flawed for the deal on that one.
Nice.
Nice, Adam.
All right.
Yo, don't be sleeping. Don't be making fun of my food over here in New York, man. New York got some good food, bro.
Yo, New York got the best pizza.
Best cuisine in the world, bro.
Sit, man.
I literally can't find pizza outside of New York and Massachusetts. Like the East Coast, everywhere I've been, I can't find no pizza.
No, they eat clams out there in Massachusetts and the seafood.
So
No,
this
I
right here, I bought this from Mile High Comics.
Oh, you did. Oh, you know, I did an order with them too, man.
They take forever.
They take fucking.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, my book had a tick on it. No, I'm kidding.
And their grading is suspect too sometimes.
It's
Sometimes
Word should be near
It's
mint.
very sus. But they had a boy. They're kind of like giving the store away. They had 65% off. But sometimes you got to look at the prices really, because sometimes they could have marked it up to get it down to 65%, but they're actually
They got like new books on
chopped
there.
cheese.
Like,
That's it.
they got X-Men #1 from like the Dawn of X. That's just like $50 on that website.
Yeah, they're a little bit overpriced.
Yo, Jeff, Roman says send your chef to Eli to cook him some meals.
I was
man.
about to tell Roman.
I don't need a chef. I need like a place to get pizza because I can't get no pizza. I gotta buy that
I was
microwave
about
shit.
to tell Roman, since we're on lockdown, I do the cooking now, man.
Yo, Javi, you have no idea, bro. It's not only bagels and pizza. We got Puerto Rican food. We got Italian food over here, man. Come on, baby. Come on.
Oh my God.
The
Man,
Chinese
dude,
restaurants suck.
Yo, up
This
here,
nutmeg,
man, where I live, man, we got the curry, we got the Jamaican food going on, we got
in
the golden
Brooklyn,
crust.
we
It's no
got a lot of
joke,
West
man.
Indian food in Brooklyn.
Yeah, there's tons. That's the one thing about you. You will not lose food out here. There's tons of food.
Yeah.
I gotta get.
And they
special
stay
MREs.
open late too.
Yes.
Well, they used
Yeah.
to before this bullshit happened, right?
Well, they are offering my places out here. They're
Or Dominican spots too. Hell yes.
curbside service, and sometimes they might deliver it to you for free.
All right, so we
Quick
have
question.
here.
Wait a minute, just real
The
quick.
Frankies.
Quick question. I already asked the Warriors, but everybody in the chat, are there any Chinese restaurants open around your neighborhood?
Nah,
I just want to see what the chat says.
Yo, you know what's crazy, Jeff? My cousin found one spot
Panda
on
Express.
Tremont.
That's the only Chinese we got out here.
On Tremont. Go ahead, Biggs. I'm sorry. You got it open?
All
You got
right,
it
go
ready?
ahead.
Take a bat. Anyway,
All right, so these are just some back issues I bought. Not high grade. I got them for really cheap. This is Adventure Comics 306.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
okay.
great.
Nice.
There you
That
go.
presents
You
well.
want old school. Nice.
Adventure Comics 346.
Look at you, man. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
What'd you do?
I picked up a TiVo spec book. Detective Comics 571.
Some pasteles.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, nice, man. That's Alan
That
Davis
is
cover, right?
nice.
Yeah, it did. Beautiful cover.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Batman. I don't know why. I like the Batman with the blue.
Alan
scowl.
Davis. So that was dope.
Yep.
Yo,
that's
good night,
fire.
Adam.
Yeah. Yo, like,
All right,
like my
Adam.
man Roman says, man, kick rocks. Get out of here, Adam.
Yo, leave Adam alone.
Have a good night, pa.
Love you, Adam.
He said, "Pa." Stupid.
Good lord.
So I'm sorry, guys. I got one more box to open up, guys.
Go ahead, man. Go for it.
And let me just switch you guys back so
Yeah, man,
get
it's
back
your
and see
channel,
your
bro.
faces.
Nobody wants to look at their fucking faces.
Oh, they all closed in Queens. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's
Yo, Roman Stewie's a
So
dope
this is Zap's Comics, guys.
oh right.
This is how they ship one book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Now that's what's up.
That's a dope box. I don't throw that box away because
You got to keep that box.
Hell yeah.
Wipe it down and put it to the side.
That could be a future Biggie box.
yeah,
Exactly.
all the other ones are cut up and
Yes,
ready
man.
to go in the trash right now.
Fried rice, man. Word, fried rice is my show. French fries too, man.
Mm.
Damn, I was trying to make some stew with it.
You know what places?
Asian market.
Anybody still have the hibachi places still open?
Yeah, but these packages already were wiped down already. I
still
while I was
mine.
at work, my wife already had wiped them.
hibachi places still
What
open.
hibachi places?
Only reason I have the gloves on is
dead serious.
on the
There's nothing
inside.
to eat around here.
In case those bags were.
Don't you got a vending machine or something? I'm sure there's a Twinkie lying around in that complex over there.
I gotta
Nothing?
buy
Ever, man.
I buy all my own food. I don't even go to DFAC because forget about DFAC. I'm not gonna say nothing about DFAC.
Don't they have a cafeteria?
Yo, you do projects down, man. Go knock on your next door and be like, yo, you got some sugar or something? Like, yo, can I borrow some? Can I get a hot pocket?
I gotta go. I go shopping twice a month.
Let me get a hot pocket for here, man. Come on, man.
I go shopping like
Also,
once or
they
twice
put it
a
in
month.
bubble wrap.
That's what I be doing.
Zap's Comics, they put it in bubble wrap,
Right.
and they put mad like it's a
Okay.
Damn, that sounds like cardboard right there, man.
Mr. Unknown Comics, I haven't seen a squirrel since I left New York City.
Or a bird.
There's no bird. There's no there's bunny rabbit. So maybe I can, but I
they
don't
put it in a
touch bunny
mylar.
rabbit.
Right. And what did you get? What'd you get?
Nice.
What is
It's a book that I have regretted
Come on, man. Don't
And
tease.
it's one
Oh
of my
look, I already see it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Come on, man. There you
Okay.
go.
Come on.
Fix it, man. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what you grade that at, man? Look at it.
Oh, it's the Thor kicking the Hulk in the nards. Nice.
Yeah. I paid $60 for it.
Man, $30 each nut. Damn.
Yeah. They said it was a very fine plus. So that's to me that's 8085. And just based on let me tell you something. I bought from Zaps many times because Zaps they go to the local shows here.
Cons.
And they have, in my opinion, they've always been pretty accurate with their grading. I've never had any issues with their grading. And to me, like based on what he said, between 80 and 85, it looks like it.
Okay.
It's a very nice book.
King is asking, did you pay the sticker price? Or did
Yeah, I
you get
paid.
Yeah,
I know.
he
I
said
paid
60.
All
Yeah.
right.
My man Universe X said, yo, it's up for auction tomorrow.
hell no.
Oh, man. That looked nice, man. That's awesome.
No, that's nice.
No, it's a nice.
It looks real good.
Yeah.
I got a copy too. That's about like a lower grade than that, man.
Well, I
Only
had a
thing-
copy of this. I had like a 6.5 signed by Roy Thomas, and I sold it on the auction to Arsenio. Arsenio owns it now.
The only bad thing about it is they put the sticker on the Mylar.
My roommate sounds like he's
Yeah, but it's okay because this book eventually will get graded, so it doesn't matter. And those stickers that you can remove that without getting any residue. I have them doing all that. I know how to do all that if I wanted to, really want to. But they put it in a fullback and Mylar.
Nice.
So that's pretty dope.
That's
And you
cool.
saw the shipping they sent it in. They sent it in this big box.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's worth it,
Oh, it is worth it. No doubt about that.
That's right. This one gets the Mr. Let. Beautiful.
I love Zach, man. Every time I go to a con, they're like one of the only two booths I buy from. Zach
Yo,
You
Comics.
like buying that Zap.
You already know, BX. You already
Yeah,
know.
so I told them I was gonna give him a shout out. Zaps. They buy comics also.
Nice.
Zapsbuyscomics.com. They have their own site.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they know Erod? They know us.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
always buy from
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main store guys, I don't know. I know the guy that goes to Clifton that runs their
Right.
booth.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell them that Erod sent me. I didn't say none of that. I just claimed the book on IG. When they posted it, I asked them what condition, what was the estimated condition, and he said it's a very fine plus between the 8.0 and 8.5. He sent me the pics of it real quick, and I agreed. I felt the same. I felt like it was
Johnny,
accurate enough.
There's no significance in that book. It's just a cover, man.
It's a classic cover.
Yeah, it's a classic cover.
Classic cover, yeah. That's what it.
Graded versus Thor.
Yeah.
Classic battles.
The significance is Thor kicking the Hulk in the nuts.
Was that it, UE?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
picked up some stuff too, so
I picked up some stuff too, but I'm doing my old school comic haul way. Fuck that.
I picked up some stuff
I
too.
got other things to do, so I'll just show you real quick. I did the TNT comics in Tunes, I think it's called.
The TiVo, big to do.
TiVo, and everything. So got these off from their thing. Shannon the Cheese Devil, number 3.
Oh,
Nice.
Number 4. And then a Hawkman 12.
Oh,
All right.
Nice.
And then this. First Jessica Cruz.
Nice.
And then, for my own sake, because I got to throw a monkey wrench into everything, it isn't all about comics for me. Go get the New Testament album. This will rock your world. This is the best album they ever friggin' did. So if you haven't been plans, Testament, metal, baby. There you go. Get it mail ordered, get it sent to your house, and crank that son of a bitch. What the hell else you gonna do? So there you go. Music and comics. I'm done. Close the show.
So Marky has a mosh pit by himself at home.
That's
okay.
right. That's right. You see all these bins and everything? I'm diving in them every fucking goddamn day.
Freaking Marky.
Now you got all focus on me. All right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so you know what? I think that's it, guys. I think we reach our threshold. We try to keep it like a little bit past an hour only on the show. Unlike you guys, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, you sound like Manny.
I know. I'm bitter now, right?
Yeah, man. Shit.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the discussions that we had today. To be honest, I haven't been buying any new books. Nobody has, so it's limited, I guess, of what we could talk about. Unless we're buying stuff and showing stuff. And gave you a quick origin story, the New York Warriors. And that's it. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, home of the NY Warriors. It's going to be probably our 80th or 80-something auction that we've had already.
Yeah.
And, just go down the line real quick. Final thoughts and shout-outs. Eli, start with you.
Yo, shout out to everybody that joined in today. Hope everybody's staying safe, staying healthy, staying outside for however they are, if they're not essential, if they're essential. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Always. I mean, I love the love when there's love in the community. That's what this is all about. It's all about being, just connected in the hobby and enjoying the hobby together as, people. So that's it, man. No animosity, no beefing, anything. I ain't got time for that here, especially me, being young. I can't be aging before my time section. So yeah, y'all, that's all I gotta say. Just don't be a bird, don't be a herb, and that's it.
I love that. That's awesome.
All right, Jeff.
100 episodes, man. I can't wait till we do what? We hit episode 200. Everybody be safe, stay home, only go out if you have to. And all your collectors out there, now's the time for you to read the damn books. Do you read? Now you got the time to read them. And I'm out.
All right, Mike.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the one, man. Y'all hold it up, man. Y'all hold it down. And yeah, man. Yo, between Javi and Universe X, and Gomez, they're gonna start their own West Coast chapter, bro. So, definitely shout out to them, man. And
J-Rod Ham, right? I don't know.
yeah, J-Rod's yeah, he's in Texas.
He's in Texas already.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, and wash your hands and wash your ass, guys. That's it, man. That's it.
That's it.
Monkey.
Oh man, shout out to the chat. 100 episodes with these fucking chuckleheads. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how the hell I'm handling it, especially with the last white man standing in this group. So anyway, 100. Here's to 100 more. God help us all. Everybody be safe. Everybody be cool. Just seriously, just wash your hands. Watch where you're going. If you see a big crowd, just don't even bother. Just turn over. It ain't worth the fucking aggravation. Get food somewhere else. I'm sure they have better distances and shit like that. And that's it. Just be careful. Be safe. We'll get through this because that's what we do as Americans here. All right. Yeah. So just deal with it.
Roman Curtis said NY Warriors can kick rocks for the 100th time. And Roy Flashes, what's up, man? He says congrats on your 100th episode. Big muscle. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Guys, in the chat, I shout you guys all the time. You guys already know we wouldn't have done this without you guys' support, because if nobody's watching, then we wouldn't do it. But obviously you guys watch, so we must be doing something right, I think, just thank you. I do have a giveaway to do. I didn't have it prepared now. I have the March giveaway. That contest was already closed. So on the next episode, I'll set up the spinning wheel comment for that one, and then I'll do a April giveaway at the end of the month also, and it'll be real simple. You guys will just have to leave a comment. I'll let you guys know which video to do it to. And then, because it's better than writing names, that's why you don't leave anybody out. Person just has to write a comment, and it's easier to get everybody in that way instead of writing 100 names on a randomizer.
Hey, since we're about to go and Manny's not here, can we go out on a roar?
Oh yeah, so Manny, Manny had to go. He had to put Mace in the bed. So on that note, we're gonna let Manny say farewell to you guys. All right. One more.
Say, man, he's here in spirit, man. He's here in spirit.
All right, guys. Peace. Until tomorrow night.
Only take vegan